Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Pastania studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Not too shabby. Not too
Good man.
shabby.
Happy 2024. Of course, in 2024, Developing Palates will be exclusively streamed on Peacock.
There you go.
What about that cock?
Yeah, I guess so. All right. So today we are talking about the Dalay Istanbul Robusto. Cigar is 5-inch by 50. Comes out of the Zauberberg factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper's Ecuadorian Habano Corojo 99. Binders from Pennsylvania. Filler is from the Dominican Republic, Kentucky, and Turkey. Price point is $18. Cigar was released in September of 2023. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Look, it looks, as I said, it looks like you're right on the banks of the Bosphorus there looking at that cigar.
Right?
First third, it was just, dry wood, spices, bits of earth, tobacco, medium in strength and body. I didn't think there was a lot of complexity or depth, drier profile, and that just kind of lingered throughout. Finish was a little bit more mineral heavy. Um, Construction was, average to decent. Wasn't that great. So yeah, it was kind of a lacking experience. John?
I mean, I don't deny there's a lot of wood in the first third, no question. Wood in the post draw, wood in the retro. But I think there's a lot else going on there. There's some tobacco notes, graham cracker, some tobacco sweetness. And I think it's one of those cigars where you kind of have to reach, and we don't review cigars like that a lot where it's kind of somewhere between light plus and medium minus, so you are kind of reaching a little bit with your palate, and that was certainly the case to the review for me. Second third was kind of more of a starting out with creamy wood and then kind of a spicy tobacco medley on the retrohale, which was nice. A little bit of marshmallow came through as it moved on. Really no changes from that point on. I mean, that was a pretty good combination for me. And then, the post draw, I'd say, was largely wood driven by the halfway point. So, to Seth's point, it certainly did have a lot of wood. And then I think for the last third, the wood became a little bit much with some tannins and some dryness. And that was kind of the defining profile of the last third. I also had some issues with the construction. Burn started out straight, but just kind of spontaneously went out about an inch in, which was puzzling because I was puffing on it at the time. So I had to do a relight, uneven in the second third, but kind of straightened out on its own without intervention. And then a little bit of a resistance, not anything serious, but just kind of a notch and a half towards the resistance spectrum. So don't know if that contributed, but overall, pretty good. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, this cigar started with toasted cedar and earth. Got a light wood smokiness that joined in pretty quickly, and some black pepper a bit later. Second third saw the black pepper depart, and then the final third saw the wood smokiness pick up a bit. I thought it had a pretty average flavor profile throughout, and kind of from the second third on, the flavor profile was just really linear. I didn't really get anything unique from that Turkish tobacco, however much is in there. So I can't really tell you that, what it did for the blend, but just pretty plain cigar, really high price point. I don't think that does any favors for it. Just not a cigar I'd really see myself coming back to, small format, high price. Yeah, I don't know. I also had some burn issues, a little wavy burn. I had to do a relight on it as well. So nothing all that great. All right, let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with John at 6.47. June, who wasn't able to join us tonight, gave it a 5.75. I gave it a 5.55, and Seth gave it a 4.43. So, John, how'd that 6.47 match up for you?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Even with the construction issues bringing it down, I don't feel like the flavor profile really rose above that 6.5 mark to me. So that sounds about right.
Yeah, my 5.5 matches up well. Average flavor profile throughout. Not that great of a burn, but good draw. Kind of gets it into that mid-5 range. Seth, 4.43.
Yeah, it doesn't really make that Turkish delight criteria there. So,
Which is a
yeah,
terrible
listen,
chocolate bar, by the way.
what Turkish delight? Have you ever had
Oh,
actual like true Turkish delight though?
No,
Oh my God, listen,
it's too
dude. As
it's
some
too
listen,
cold in Canada for people from Turkey. They don't.
it's
they don't
well,
like
I mean, listen, as someone who's been to Istanbul, I went to the cigar excited and disappointed. Almost as much as the Turks were when I was there as a Westerner, but it was no, I wasn't a big fan of the cigar. I really wanted to like it. I love the packaging on it.
Cool band.
Yeah, it's really fucking pricey.
Yeah.
So
What was it? What was the price on this?
$18.
18 bucks. I didn't
That's a
get
lot.
here's the thing about this. If you go back long enough, I remember you could identify the Italian tobacco and CEO Italia.
Mhm.
We smoked stuff with Turkish tobacco before. I couldn't tell the difference in this. I
I
couldn't.
couldn't pick it out.
It's one of those things. Yeah, it's just they probably didn't use much in it. If they're looking to get something more aromatic, which is I imagine what the Turkish tobacco is, it was not
Ugh.
captured.
I mean, I feel like I would probably need to do some burritos of the Turkish tobacco to be able to identify it. But yeah, certainly, like you said, nothing. There's nothing in my experience that I was like, oh, that must be the Turkish tobacco. So yeah, it didn't really get there.
Man, I just really want some good Turkish delight now.
All right, any other final thoughts from you guys on this one?
No.
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to look. What am I doing? Like
What
and
is
subscribe.
going on? New year,
New year.
Turkish delight.
We're out.
new
It's
cadence.
Skyrockets and
like and
flight.
subscribe. Check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Afternoon delight. Woo!